Yo guys, Red Marvel here, back again. I haven't uploaded in a while, so I appreciate uploading quite a few more videos this week to make up for lost time. So maybe just need a bit of a break, but also it was the transfer window. I have another channel called Red Devil Studio, which is a kind of a football channel for United. So I've been busy with that. But anyway, guys, let's get into it. Marvel What If episode 4 review. My episode 4 review is going to be coming out soon after this. Remember, guys, if you're new to the channel, like, share, and subscribe to Red Marvel. Links in the description to my Twitter and Twitch, so please head over and subscribe to those as well. But yeah, certainly one of my favorite episodes so far. Definitely, it was a nice kind of like murder mystery type of situation. Obviously, spoilers. Just everyone's worth spoilers. But yeah, the setting of it is basically the idea of like, obviously you see Nick Fury assembling obviously the Avengers, but it's kind of like, what if that didn't happen, didn't work, and you find at the beginning of the story that like as Nick Fury is about to recruit Iron Man, Iron Man ends up being killed by in quote Black Widow, and then this pattern sort of happens with Widow herself, Hawkeye, for the Hulk, and so on. That these main Avengers for the first Avengers movie end up dying, and Nick Fury's project, the Avengers project, ceases to exist. And it's like, well, who did it? It's like who done it? Who did it? Murder mystery sort of thing. You're going on saying who exactly did it, and there's nothing really. Certainly on my first viewing, that was going, oh man, like I don't get who would be around, who would hate Fury, who'd not want this to build up so much that they would go around killing every single, Avenger. Now, the first thing I'll say about that before I get into obviously the big reveal is that this was a bit more compared to the first two episodes, because the first two episodes were a bit more lighthearted, especially the second one, Black Panther. This was a bit darker, just on the nature of the deaths of the Avengers, the fact that I think because Thor, who's one of them, gets killed, Loki almost uses it as an excuse to come down to Midgard, i.e. Earth, to invade, and Nick Fury kind of bars him and says, listen, we'll find the killer, we'll give him to you, we'll sort him out, etc. Long story short, you actually find out that the murderer is actually a really old Hank Pym, who's basically still bitter, still angry, wants to take revenge on Nick Fury for using Hope as an agent, her getting killed, and he wants to basically take everything he holds dear. I'm sort of kind of hit and miss in it with that. Like, I guess maybe a part of me was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And when you kind of see the way that all the Avengers died, it kind of made sense that it was Ant-Man. So I kind of see why they did it. But it would have been nice to at least put some allusion to him in the story, because it did come a bit out of left field, and you now have this character that's kind of like, I don't get what you're doing, so like, why? It's almost like he's so out of character, man, even though like you understand his grief, that you're kind of like, that's a bit that's a bit extreme, the methods you went to. You did all this, so I'm gonna kill all these innocent people and everything you hold dear. It's like, it just threw me off a bit without really anything in the story to kind of build up to it. It kind of felt a bit knee-jerky when he was just like, okay, Ant-Man's just gone over the rails and has gone completely out of character and has just killed 6 or so innocent people especially because you're kind of like, why didn't you just harm Nick Fury or himself or his family? Like, it was just very weird. It's a kind of like you took my family, so I'm going to kill these Avengers. It's not like the Avengers, when Nick Fury was assembling them, were like close fam. I don't know. I just felt a bit sketchy on the motivation with it. It just came to that. I didn't particularly like that about this episode. Obviously, at the end of it, like Loki's like, Nick Fury's like, yeah, go back. You can go back now. And Loki's like, that was funny. Like Loki was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna stay here. In typical Loki fashion, it's like, yeah, bro, you invited me, thank you very much, but I'm gonna be staying here. It is what it is. But I think overall, like I said, I like the concept of the episode. Don't go on the murder mystery, everything around it. and the fact that like towards the end, you know, there's still an hope because they haven't defrosted Captain America, and he's kind of there. Although Captain Marvel, okay, none for criticism. Towards the end, you have the Shield is there, and I think they're going to defrost Captain America. And then at the end of the episode, it's like, and then Captain Marvel kind of appears, and it's like, yo, I'm Captain. It's like, oh man, like, not because it's the thing on Captain Marvel, but it's kind of like the biggest issue for me with Captain Marvel all the time is that, like, you know, it's almost like if there's a crisis, it's the same thing as in for all these things. Okay, we've got a powerful character, great. So where were you when the crisis was going on? Where were you? Where were you? So in the case of this, it's like conveniently you decide to appear at the end of the episode and say, "Hey, I'm here, Captain. I'm Captain Marvel. I'll be able to help." I was like, part of being a hero, but is actually being here to help out when your friends and family in times of need. So just turning up when 6 people have basically died and saying I'm here is fairly useless. It was I don't know. I just felt it just wasn't necessary. I think they should just look to the Shield and just left it at that, rather than just Captain Marvel just appearing from behind and going, "Here I am." And you're like, why weren't you here sorting out? You're powerful enough to be able to, and intelligent enough supposedly to sort out all this shit and help Nick Fury out. Where were you? You know, that just irked me a bit. But overall, I think that this, if I'm honest, like, I know I said at the start that this, now I'm thinking about it, I know I said at the start that I thought this was one of the better episodes, but to be honest, I'm going to probably say it's probably second. I preferred this overall to the first episode just because I like the whole murder mystery kind of setting of the film, but episode 2 was still better for me than this, although stay tuned episode 4, where I believe that's actually the better one in my opinion. Anyway guys, if you're new to the channel, to like, share and subscribe to Red Marvel. Follow us on Twitter. Have a nice day and cheers.